Hello Stampers, my name is Janet Prime and I am coming to you from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I am now Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Chattanooga area, and I'm looking to start building a team here of ladies that would like to get together and craft together. I'm getting ready to start a monthly class, so I will be inviting some of you, if you're local, to come join me to craft together and have a little fun together, making different layouts, different things, designing different things. So that's something that I'm looking forward to doing. So today I'm going to be showing you a layout that I have been working on. The layout is actually is going to make a card that looks like this one. But the layout is actually just a regular A2 card. This card is sideways, so I did it kind of the sideways way. You can do it the top area as well if you like. And then we put a 5 1/4 by 4 paper on top. I'm using this paper that is in the catalog. It's so pretty. It's purple. The purple colors, I forgot the name of it. Let's see. It's in the catalog. It is this one right here. I'm not sure if you can see it. Perennial Lavenders. And I will link it below if you're interested in looking at it. But look at all those paper colors. They're so beautiful. Such a nice papers to design with. And I'm using one of the designs today, and I've cut a piece of it. I'm laying it on top of here with that measurement of 5 1/4 by 4. And then on top of that, there is going to be, in the original template that I saw, they have 2 of these like this, one on top of the other. But I'm using one because this paper is kind of busy, so I didn't want to put too much on it. So the back side of this paper is these little white sprigs going up there. So I'm going to flip it to that way, and then we will glue it here. And then this layout, the layout has this size card on top, which is 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. But I'm going to cut it 3 1/2 by 2 1/2. To be able to make it look this way, because if you notice, this is not this size, right? So I just cut it a little bit to make it fit this area here, okay? And then we have a little strip. This little strip is 2 by 3 inches, and then I am using a punch that is in the catalog right now. I think this is a brand new punch. It's in there. I forgot to write the name of it. I usually write it in there. But the punch is the little dome looking punch. I mean, dome here that you see on this card. It's let's see, 105. It's not here, so then it's in the it's probably in the inclusive, the online exclusives. Yeah, it's not in here. It's online exclusive. So you will see this punch online, and I'm going to link it as well below if you'd like to get your hands on it. But that will be a little dome area here, and then this oval one, it's actually expired. I usually like to use as much as current products as possible, but this one is expired. It's actually the double ovals that we used to have. I used the bottom one, and you can use an oval die if you have one, or any other shape. It doesn't have to be even the dome, the half dome here, but you can use any shape and then just put it on top. Then I'm doing just a little happy birthday on this one. So let me assemble this card with you. These little gems are actually, they're current in the catalog. They are the Purple Fine Shimmer Gems. So these are them. They're beautiful. They would go with anything, mostly anything that is purplish kind of color. So you should be good if you try to match it with anything like that. Okay, so let's try to make this one here, assemble it. The way I'm getting the punch is I'm actually punching the domes going up with the flowers going up, and then I go to the middle of this paper and I punch, and so I get my dome from that. Then I glue this to the paper. So we'll do this part. We will not be able to see, so we can hide it beneath our template, our layout here. So we'll glue this one to here with some of our multi-purpose glue, and then we're going to use our little strip, this little strip, and glue it to the bottom. Okay, and we'll do this over like so, right there. And then we're gonna use this layout. I just think it's so big and it's blocking kind of like the whole. You could put it here to the side on the actual original card that I had. It had it on the side like so. We could do it like that, and then it had this here instead of the middle. So either way, you could have this sideways like this as well, but you would have to watch your prints on your paper, because I wouldn't want them to go sideways. So I'm gonna cut this at 2 1/2 and leave the 3 1/2 where it is. Okay, so let's do that. Cut it here at 2 1/2 and cut. So all we have is this left, and we'll put our paper on here. I'm gonna do the purplish color on the top, and you can flip them. I've done some with the other way around. I flipped it, so you have the cream color on top, like so. Okay, and then this one, we're gonna put the dome going this way. We'll put the sentiment on top, and let's stick it to the little dome. I call it a dome, but I don't know if it's a dome. I don't know what the name of the punch is. I'll get it for you down below, so you will have that. Then we're going to put some dimensionals on here, and I usually use half dimensionals. If you know me, I'm a half dimensional kind of girl. I don't use all full dimensionals, so I cut them. I cut the little hexagons into halves, and then I use them wherever I need them, like all others. Okay, and then we just take these off and stick them to the top of that rectangle shape. Stick them right here, and then this one we glue down to the paper like so. We'll put it on here, right on top of this middle area, and then we're gonna use a little glue dot, and we'll put the glue dots on the corner. If I can get the glue dot, there you go, of that little happy birthday sign. And we're gonna put some linen thread right here and stick it to our card. Then I'm gonna use our little gems and stick them to this corner side. You can put them wherever you think it would look nice. I put them here on top of this because of the contrast of the cream color. If I put it down at the bottom here, it kind of just blends in. So I try to give it a little contrast so you could see it. And basically this is our card. So I have some samples. This is the current paper samples. I usually have samples with current paper, and then I'll show you some samples with not current papers as well. And so this is the first layout that I created with our current paper. This is another layout of the same card, but this one is the cream side up. So it's flipped basically to the cream side up. And then here's the same layout like that one. And there's our little 3 dots. And then this is the next layout. So notice this is only one strip. Behind each of these you have one strip. Okay, the layout that I did with the old paper will have the 2 strips as it originally was supposed to have it. And then in the inside I have some little strips left. One thing that I like to do also in the inside that is really cool and makes it look so pretty is cutting some of the designer's series paper that you use, like this paper right here, into 1-inch squares like this. And then you could use them inside the card to decorate the card. So you can put them in here, put glue on the back, put them like so, 1 and 2, and get another paper, get 2 colors to contrast. So that's what I did. I did the purplish color one and the flowery one, the flowery one. I can't even say the word. Okay, isn't this cool? I love it. So here you can write your another sentiment, or you could just leave it like this and make it a card. And let's do that for the next one. You can do the inside with the little squares. They're 1 inch by 1 inch. And you just put them up. I'm putting them just a little bit off the side there. And just when you're putting them down, just make sure that you're watching that same distance that you have from the top for the next one as you lay it down. And on here. And on here. And that's it. It just gives us such fancy look, and it's so beautiful. And you're using the same paper, of course. Okay, so that's the first layout. And the second layout, I'm just going to show you. I already made them, but I'm going to show you the difference between this layout and how you can change it, like to fit whatever you have if you don't have enough paper. How you can change it so it could fit your layout or your needs. Okay, so this one's for the current paper, and then for the not current paper, you can I created these. So these are, notice they have the double strips. I actually did, for the background, I actually did an embossing folder, an old embossing folder. And in the middle, I left the square at 3.5 by 3.5. And then the inside is still 2 by 3. But in this one, I put a little ribbon in the middle. Actually, this is actually I don't think it's a current ribbon. I think it's retiring. But it's really, really nice to work with. I love this. I might get me another roll. But I'll link it below because I think they still have some of this left, if I'm not mistaken. And then I had some gray dots from an old set. This one was classic matte dots. These little gray dots I used for this one, and put them there. And then I just put a greeting inside and the greeting outside. This I made these for a wedding, so you can make them for. Oh, this one's empty. You can make them for anything, whatever you're planning on in the future for. That would work. And then this one has "It's Your Day," It's the same layout. Then I used the back side of the paper has this color. So I did some peach ones, and I had some peach also from these Umber Matte Decorative Dots. So I used some of those peach ones for this one. So you can just mix it and match it. I have so many embellishments. I just use, most all my embellishments are Stampin' Up, so I don't want to throw them away or waste them. So I use them when I create older cards. And then I just decorate the envelopes like so. And then on one card, I mix both colors. I mix the gray and the, actually this is granite gray, I believe, granite gray. And this, I don't even know what the color, this peach color is. I think it's an older color for that paper. And yeah, and this one I mixed the two colors. So it's your day. And then the rest are pretty much the same. The other day I was giving you some ideas. If you don't have embellishments that are the colors of your cards that you need, then you can punch them. You might have a hole punch. I just got this one from online. I'm not sure if it's still good. But you just punch a little hole and just make your own embellishments kind of thing by using your punches, and you can decorate as well. So very flexible with that. So these are my cards that I have created for today. Again, the measurements here, I actually didn't tell you the measurements for these strips. The measurements for the strips is 5.5 by 1 inch. So these are 5.5 by 1 inch. The background here is the regular 5.25 by 4. And then this one here is 3.5 by 3.5. And the inside is 2 by 3. So those are the layouts, measurements for your layouts. And if you like, I do have a website where I would love to see what you created. I am on Instagram under the Car Loft. I'm also on Facebook under the Car Loft. You can go there and see and post your creations. I will be posting this video on Facebook, so you might be able to put your layout and that you've created using this layout under my Facebook post. If you're willing to do the cards, right? All right, so I hope you like my cards today, and I hope you come back for the next time around, and hopefully we'll have some new layouts. I will be working on the August, I think it's either August or September's, I think it's September now, sheet loads of cards the next time I see you possibly. So I come here every Wednesday to post a video so that you can enjoy and that you can create and you can copy. Okay, so have fun with it. You can change it, lay it out however you like to make them different like I did here, or you can do a different layout that you think might work better for you. Okay, thanks so much for coming. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Bye.